morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So I had posted last night on my story that I was going to be filming a day in my life post-surgery. So I'm here to do that today. Excuse my hitness, but this is what I look like for the most part all the time. I'm not getting up and wearing nice outfits and, you know, doing my makeup every day. No, absolutely not. That is like the least of my concern. It is 8:52 a.m. and my mom has been staying with me since I got my surgery, which has now been about 7 weeks ago. And her and I have been switching on and off with who sleeps in my room. So she slept in my room last night. I slept here on the couch. I do that for many reasons. One, because I want her to be comfortable because she is staying with me and she does sleep on the couch. And as an older woman, you know, I want to look out for my mom and provide her with some comfort if she's going to have to stay with me, you know. But then two, just because my couch is a lot firmer than my bed is. And because of that, it gives me a more adequate sense of being fully extended when I'm laid out, as opposed to my bed where it's almost kind of like a Tempur-Pedic type of mattress. So wherever the heaviest parts of your body lay, it kind of sinks in a little bit as to not create that pressure and that pain. It's supposed to be meant for relieving pain. But because of it, you know, my hips, they generally tend to sink down, and then my legs stay further up. So it doesn't really give an adequate feel of being extended straight. And I noticed that when I go to the doctor or I go to physical therapy and I lay flat on their table, it feels very uncomfortable to have a full extension. Like it's hard to do. So I'm trying to sleep on the couch a little bit more just so that I have a adequate level, get the most out of this recovery while I can. Now, again, my mom, she woke up, she had work this morning. So generally what she tends to do is she'll, if she has time, she'll make me coffee or breakfast so that by the time I wake up, it's already there and made for me. My stepdad has also been staying with me during this process. He'll come in the morning after taking my mom to work, and he will stay with me during the day until my mom is able to come out of work so that he can help me with making my food or help me, you know, with things around the house so that I'm not alone and I'm not struggling to do so. As it stands, I still cannot lift my leg on my own. I do have this handy dandy device, which we'll get into, but this is my arrangement right now. I'm on this Dynasplint to help me with bending, and that is generally how I start my morning. I'll either have my CPM machine, which is right here next to me, or I'll use this Dynasplint, which I'll get into a little bit later about what each of them do. And as I was saying, he just walked in. He has coffee. Good morning. He is here to save the day because your girl is hungry and needs her coffee. She's tired. So yeah, so this is the start of my day. This machine is like the most painful thing ever. Having a realistic expectation. I think that was where I went wrong a little bit. Like, I had the arthroscopy and I thought, okay, I know what to expect with this surgery. I'll be okay. And then reality sits in and it's like, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I hate that. Because, like, I can't move my leg to walk it out. So I just have to endure that shit. So this is called a Dynasplint. This machine is meant to bend me further than I'm capable of going on my own. It is very painful. You're supposed to stay in this little thing for 20 to 30 minutes. And there's levels where you can see, I'll show you. There's like these little notches here. Where is it? Right here. And it just takes you up a level to further bend you back. But you have to sit in an adequate chair so that your leg is kind of like dangling above the ground. I don't particularly have that, so I have like a makeshift kind of seat where I use these towels to prop my leg up on top so that it does dangle over, because my seats are very close to the ground. But again, that is painful. It almost feels like it kind of cuts off your circulation by the end of the time that you're using it, and it provides a lot of pressure because it's trying to use gravity to just bend and kind of do one of these to further bend your flexibility so that we can try to increase some of the range of motion, because it's just, my leg is just very stiff. And thus far I was prescribed with this machine, which is called a CPM. I'll show you in a second how I use it. But this is a continuous passive motion machine, and it's meant to, it goes up and down so that your leg can kind of do this flexion extension motion continuously, and I tend to use that for 6 to 8 hours a day. You're not supposed to go over 2-hour increments, so I do it in two-hour increments, and then I'll take a break. And generally, since I've been prescribed with the splint, I'll do the splint after the machine or before. Like, I'll take turns, I'll switch on and off with them. But essentially, I was using the CPM nonstop as prescribed, and doing my procedure, which is what they give you. There's like a protocol that they give you after your surgery that tells you like what you need to do as far as weight bearing, as far as exercises, even though like you're kind of bound to a seat or a couch or a bed. They give you like in bed type of stretches and exercises that they want you to work on so that you can work towards regaining your mobility. But I was doing all of that, PT, doing the machine, and went to my doctor's appointment and found that I was still behind on my progress, likely because I didn't start physical therapy for 3 weeks just due to some insurance issues. So because of that, I really was supposed to start 3 days after the surgery. But because of that, I am a little behind. So they prescribed me with the Dynasplint so that I can try to catch up. I have a month to be using these things in hopes that I get to where I need to be by my next doctor visit. If I do not reach that, I'm facing a potentially additional surgery, an arthroscopy again, so that they can break up the scar tissue, so that they can manually bend my leg themselves. I'm hoping that I don't have to go that route, and that my physical therapy and the use of this Dynasplint and the CPM is enough to get me to where I need to be. So I'm just consistently working at it, but it is exhausting, it is tiresome, it is painful, and it's all I do. So I just finished this Dynasplint and I am going to reposition myself now to get into the CPM. I have therapy at 11. It's 9:08, so I'm gonna try to get at least an hour of CPM in before I get ready for therapy. Just so that when I get to therapy, I'm not so like stiff, because the stiffer I am when I attempt to do exercises and stretches, the more it hurts. So I like to be nice and loose by the time I go to therapy. So let's get it. On the way now to physical therapy. So this is unusual for a Saturday, but due to scheduling, we figured it out and my PT was able to come in on a Saturday. So let's get it started. We're about to do some stretching.
I feel like I can't get the
I feel like it's
the better. You're only on your 70.
70?
What was the last time? 75, right?
75 when you pushed me.
Yeah. It's 70 right now.
am pooped. As you guys can see, that was my therapy session. It really takes a lot out of me, especially the standing exercises, because I am putting a lot of weight, mostly all my weight, on my good leg, my good side, and also within the crutches. My arms start to hurt, like my shoulders and my armpits. So it is something that is very difficult to get through, and it takes out a lot of energy. So by the time I'm done with that, I'm just so exhausted. I want nothing more than to just go home, kick my feet up, ice my knee, and relax. But my job is not done yet. I still have 4 hours of CPM, 4 to 6, and I still have to complete my Dynasplant at least 2 more times. So let's head home and maybe have some lunch and get to it. Don't zoom in on me, because I know you like to zoom. I'm tired. And it hurts. It hurts. I'm just so drained. And I'm exhausted. And it's only 1 o'clock, and I still have so much more to do. I feel like I can't even move. I feel like my shoulder's about to fall off its hinge. I feel like my whole leg is going dead. My feet feel swollen and hot. Well, a day in the life. My mom just came home from work.
You guys, thank you for all your prayers and uplifting comments to my daughter, helping her get through this journey, because it's been very difficult and very painful for her. So I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers from all our friends and from all our families. Thank you so very much for that.
I echo her sentiments. Yes, thank you. So I will see you soon.